Introduce yourself. Come on. Who's new? First timers. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah. Come on, guys.
There is much more new people. I don't know. They scared.
You're new, no?
No, they not new.
First timers? Second time? Okay. Just introduce yourself. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Come on, Ruth. Come on. Okay. 5 seconds. Just say your name. What do you do? Introduce yourself to everyone. Okay, finish your role.
Hello. Hi, my name is Noor. I'm head of marketing for our local firm here, and that's it. Thank you. I'm also looking for a job.
Not those good marketing companies.
I'm Alex. I'm a founder of a startup in the fitness field. Thanks.
Hi guys, Sam. I'm a product manager in a French company here. Helping my friend in opening a startup. He left the job. I didn't yet. So let's see if it works out.
Hi everyone, I'm Sahil. I'm working on a startup app in the travel space. So I guess at some point we'll be pitching this off. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Tisa. I'm Brazilian. I am an accounting professional. I work for Embraer. I have a remote position and I am responsible for a plant in the USA.
Hi everyone, my name is Karim. I'm from Iran and I'm an architect.
Hi everyone, my name is Adif. I actually moved to Dubai literally 1 month ago and I'm a YouTube content creator.
Hi, my name is Ranga. I'm from India, but I grew up in Dubai, been here for a long time. I'm part of a family business. We run an accounting and consulting business. We do a lot of work with mid-sized businesses, startups, etc.
Good evening. I am Rana. I'm a cybersecurity consultant and I am an entrepreneur. I have a children entertainment platform. Thank you.
Hello, I speak 5 languages. Ciao. Italian, Russian, English, Arabic. I create content, video, and photography.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Arquez from the UK. I am a corporate commercial oil and gas lawyer. I have my own law firm in Fujairah, which has been around the last 13 years. When I started in business, I used to take care of a lot of startups, and that's how I made my name in the business community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Uzair, but you can all call me Oz. I'm a founder. I've been a business analyst for 5 years, a personal trainer and nutritionist for 10 years, and my startup is Health and Fitness Tech.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Oscar.
Good evening. His name is Oscar.
Mi esposa no pudo venir porque está enferma.
His wife could not come because she's ill.
Entonces todos tenemos un plan B y él es mi plan B.
We all have a plan B, and I am his plan B.
No es mi esposa.
Not his
Soy colombiano.
Okay, he's from
Y
Colombia.
mi startup es Earflex.
Startup is Earflex.
Donde ahorita les vamos a resumir qué hace a Earflex diferente, pero nuestro principal objetivo es cambiar la imagen de Colombia para el mundo.
We will summarize what things we do that are different, but our main objective is to change the world's image of Colombia, the image that the world has about Colombia.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is my main the fourth time, but I'm reintroducing myself. So I'm a software developer. I work at Talabat right now for the fintech domain, and I'm actively looking for jobs which I works with. So if anyone has any technical leads that can help me, please let me know. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Nice to meet you all. So today we have roast. It's a pitch roast. Who doesn't know how that works? If you don't know how that works, just raise your hand. Okay. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, but this is for real. Can't be nice, guys. So basically, he's gonna pitch his startup very quickly. You have to come and try and break it. And his spirits too.
Okay.
So we'll start in a minute. Basically, we have five companies, right? I think we have 5 today. So, and after that, we go somewhere. Everybody's gonna go somewhere. I think there's a football match, so we can go and watch it. So Queenie will tell you where we're gonna go, all of us. Nice to meet you all. My name is Jamil for the new ones, and thank you for coming. It is the summer. It is a lot quieter than usual in our community, but thank you for showing up, and good luck.
Okay. Muy bueno. Buenas noches, soy Oscar Vega, como se los dije hace un momento, cofundador de Earflix.
Good evening, my name is Oscar Vega. I'm the co-founder of Earflix.
Estoy un poco nervioso, ¿no se nota?
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not showing it.
Mi inglés es muy malo.
My English is very bad.
Pero no es imposible para estar aquí.
But it's not impossible to be here.
Llevo 20 años en la industria del desarrollo de aplicaciones.
I have 20 years in the industry of app development.
También llevo 20 años en empresas de marketing de afiliados o de venta directa.
I also have 20 years of experience in the business of affiliate marketing or direct
Y decidí unir estas dos experiencias para crear nuestra empresa nueva.
And I decided to join these two experiences to create a new business, new enterprise.
¿Cuál es el problema? El problema es que hoy en día todos queremos más espacio en nuestro celular.
What's the problem we have today? The problem is that we all want more space in our mobile phones.
Hoy en día existen aplicaciones hasta para ir al baño.
Today, there's even applications even to go to the toilet.
Nosotros decidimos crear una aplicación
We decided to create an application
que une los servicios de hospedaje,
that joins the hospitality,
transporte,
services, transportation,
delivery
y
descuentos.
And discounts.
My English is Spanglish. Okay. El otro problema
The other problem
es que hoy en día queremos emprender,
is that nowadays we want
Pero
to
no-
be entrepreneurs,
pero no tenemos el dinero suficiente.
but we haven't got enough money.
¿Cuántos de ustedes dijeron, me hubiera gustado ser socio de Uber, me hubiera gustado ser socio de Airbnb?
How many of you would be able to say, oh, I would love to be a partner of Uber, partner of Airbnb?
Mucho, ¿cierto? Ok. Pues con nuestra empresa vas a tener esa oportunidad hoy.
With our enterprise, you will have this opportunity today.
Adicionalmente,
On top of that,
no solo vas a poder ganar dinero,
you will not only be able to earn money,
sino que vas a poder ahorrar dinero.
you will also be able to save money.
¿Cuántos de ustedes han recomendado a Uber o a Airbnb a algún amigo?
How many of you have recommended Uber or Airbnb to some friend?
Muchos. ¿Cuántos han ganado dinero por ello?
How many of you have earned money as a result of that, or through that?
Nadie.
None of you.
¿Cuántos han tenido la difícil situación que van a cenar o van a algún lugar y cuando miran el dinero no es suficiente para pagar la cuenta?
how many of you have been in that difficult situation where you have been to a restaurant or somewhere, and when you look at the bill, you have not been able to pay for it?
A mí me
You
ha
have enough
pasado.
money.
A mí me ha pasado.
Oh, it has
Con
happened to
IFRES,
me.
con IFRES tú decides cuánto quieres ofertar por hospedarte, cuánto quieres ofertar por transportarte, cuánto quieres ofertar por viajar.
With Irflex, you will be able to decide how much you want to pay for a night somewhere in a hotel, or how much you want to pay for something you want to eat. You will be able to make a bid.
Por eso decimos que tú decides cuánto ahorrar.
That's why we say that you decide how much you want to save.
Y en nuestros planes de expansión vamos a permitir que las personas con una baja inversión adquieran una licencia que les va a permitir ser distribuidores de nuestra marca.
And in our expansion plans, we are going to make it possible for people to be a partner in a license with a smaller investment.
Te va a permitir ganar dinero cada vez que tú recomiendes un conductor, un restaurante o un hotel.
It will allow you to earn money every time you refer someone to use a car or a hotel or a restaurant.
Por ejemplo,
For example,
un conductor en Colombia al mes en comisiones paga un promedio de 1.200 dirhams.
in Colombia, a driver pays on commission on average 1,200 dirhams.
Ahora, si tú fueras socio de IFRES, tú podrías ganar hasta el 50% de esos 1.200 dirhams.
If you were a partner in Verflex, you would be able to earn up to 50% of those 1,200 dirhams.
Imagínate tener 100 conductores, 100 restaurantes, 100 hoteles referidos por ti y tú ganar mes a mes hasta el 50% de esas comisiones que ellos pagan.
Imagine having 100 drivers, 100 hotels, 100 restaurants, and being able to earn up to 50% of those commissions that they pay.
¿Quiénes son nuestra competencia? Desde luego las aplicaciones que están allá afuera.
Who is our competition? Who are our competitors? Of course, the apps that are already out there.
Compañías de venta directa,
The direct sales companies,
pero no existe ninguna compañía
but there is no company
que te permita ganar por servicios que ya usas.
that allows you to earn for services which you already use.
Nuestro valor diferencial,
Our differential value,
como se los dije al inicio, es que tú decides cuánto pagar por cada uno de estos servicios.
is that you decide how much you want to pay for each one of these services.
Y que tú con una baja inversión vas a poderte convertir socio de nuestra marca y ganar un dinero residual por todos tus comercios que refieras a la compañía.
And that for a low amount you will be able to become a partner of a company and earn a residual. Oh, okay. And okay. Earn a residual from all referred businesses under virtual franchise model of services.
Si quieres leer, nuestro progreso.
Our progress. We have 70% of the development of the back office and 70% of our app. We have a marketing office in Colombia and a programming office in Vietnam. We have held business presentation Zooms with our top leaders in Africa, Indonesia and Latin America.
Esta experiencia viene fruto de la última compañía en la que yo trabajé de venta directa.
This company is a result of the experience of the last company where I was
Donde fui
working,
líder,
direct sales company,
donde fui líder de expansión
whereas I was the
creé un equipo de 60,000 personas
and I created a team of 60,000 people
a nivel mundial.
Globally.
Cuando decido retirarme de esta compañía
When I decided to step out of this company
para crear mi propia compañía,
to create my own company,
estos líderes
these leaders
están al tanto de cuándo es el lanzamiento de mi compañía
are aware of when the launch of my company will be
para iniciar la expansión con nosotros.
in order to start the expansion with us.
Esos son los números del mercado.
These are the market numbers.
Uber y Airbnb
Uber and Airbnb
el año pasado vendió 45 billones de dólares.
last year sold $45 billion. $45 billion.
La compañía número 1 de venta directa vendió 7.7 millones de dólares.
Number one referral commission company generated $7.7 million.
Si unimos estos dos conceptos,
If we join these two concepts,
tenemos un mercado millonario.
we have a $1 million
Sin contar el
market.
mercado de las criptomonedas.
Without taking into account the cryptocurrency market.
¿Cuál es nuestra meta?
What is our goal?
¿La puedes?
Our goal is to reach 2% of the app market for an organic growth of our virtual license model, making us unique in the market with this business model, and making Earthlex the #1 referral plan company. To have the first cryptocurrency that is valued every time someone stays, orders food, or travels, thanks to which a percentage of the commissions paid goes to the liquidity of the currency. Generates millions of indirect jobs among partners who acquire their license, businesses that would advertise the services in our app, and give the opportunity for people from their home and kitchen to generate income.
Hemos hablado de dos mercados
We have spoken of two
y ahora
markets.
estamos hablando de un tercer mercado.
Now we're talking about
Y
a
es
third
nosotros
market,
tener nuestra propia criptomoneda
and that is having our own cryptocurrency,
y va a ser la primera criptomoneda que va a tener una liquidez diaria
which will be the first cryptocurrency that will have a daily
de las
liquidity.
comisiones que paga un restaurante, un hotel, un conductor. Un porcentaje se va para los distribuidores de la marca y otro porcentaje se va para la liquidez de la moneda.
Of the commission coming on a hotel or a restaurant, a part will go to the
Una parte se va para la distribución de los, para la comisión de los distribuidores y otro porcentaje para la liquidez de la moneda.
distributors, and the other part goes to the liquidity of the cryptocurrency.
Por primera vez en la historia de las criptomonedas,
First time of the cryptocurrency history,
vamos a tener una moneda con liquidez diaria
we will have a currency with daily liquidity,
que no depende de solo los compradores.
which does not depend only on the buyers.
Esta es nuestra aplicación.
This is our application.
Tú la descargas, pronto va a estar pública. En este momento la tenemos de manera privada.
You download it. It will soon be made public. Right now it's private.
Vamos a hablar, por ejemplo, en el caso de los hoteles.
We'll talk about, for example, in the case
Tú
of
pones el
hotels,
lugar donde estás buscando el hotel.
you put the destination place
Cuándo entras, cuándo sales.
when you plan to
Las
enter
diferentes
and
opciones
other options,
y cuánto estás dispuesto a pagar.
and how much you are willing to pay.
Igual funciona para otros servicios.
And the same applies to the
Nuestro
other
algoritmo
businesses.
empieza a enviar esta oferta a las diferentes comercios, conductores, restaurantes, hoteles.
Our algorithm starts sending this offer to the different hotels and restaurants,
Y ellos deciden aceptar la oferta o contraofertar.
and they decide either to accept the offer or to make a counter offer.
Bien sabemos que todo negocio
We know that every business
tiene días malos.
has bad days.
Ustedes me dirán, ¿y esto sí funciona?
And you will ask me, does this really work?
InDriver es el mejor ejemplo de que sí funciona. InDriver
InDriver
es
is
el mejor ejemplo que sí
the
funciona.
best example that
Para los,
that
que
this
no
does
conocen,
work.
para los que no conocen InDriver, InDriver funciona similar pero únicamente en transporte.
For those of you who do not know InDriver works in a similar manner, but in the field of transportation.
Nosotros expandimos más el negocio
We expanded this business more,
y por primera vez vamos a permitir que ustedes ganen dinero con nosotros.
and for the first time we will allow you to earn money with us.
¿Qué necesitamos?
What do we need?
Lego.
We need investment to be able to increase our programming team and even have them in Dubai with us in order to accelerate our development. We need to tour events in the countries where we have the biggest teams and great leaders in the industry. In short, to grow the company, which will be profits for the company. And we need a mentor to help us make decisions and presence in some press media. The phases for the project will be: 1. Tour in the countries where we are going to launch the app. 2. Launching event of our app for the community of distributors in Dubai. 3. Advertising campaign to users. 4. Local events by the distributors and daily Zoom business presentation. Launch of our cryptocurrency to CoinMarketCap. 5. Awards for top distributors. Distributors Convention.
Estas nuestras proyecciones.
Okay. Distributors Convention and opening of new countries.
Estas son nuestras proyecciones.
These are projections.
El primer año,
First year,
nuestra meta mínima es vender $3 millones.
our minimum goal is to sell $3 million.
Segundo año, $10 millones.
Second year, for the second year, 10 million.
Tercer año, $70 millones.
And for third year, 17 million.
Estas son las metas mínimas.
These are the minimum goals.
¿De dónde vienen estos números?
Where do these numbers come from?
De los números de las aplicaciones
From the numbers in the applications.
y de los números que Oscar ha tenido en compañías de venta directa.
And from the number of years that Oscar has had in direct sales company.
En la última compañía de venta directa que estuve,
In the last direct sales company where I worked,
mi equipo facturó $85 millones.
our team made $85 million.
Pero lamentablemente esa compañía quebró.
But unfortunately, that company failed.
Por eso son estos números.
The company went bankrupt. And okay, so this is where these numbers come from.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions?
Good evening.
Oh, yes.
How many of you understood the pitch or the product? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just 6 people. All right. Who understands what a pitch roast is? Okay, a pitch roast is a roast, no questions. So we'll let 3 people come up here and give it a go. So who want to come up? Please join me. One more. Nobody? You raised your hand. Join us, come on. Come on up, yes. I'll let you go first.
So Oscar, please don't accept my question as a discouragement, right? For you, it's a question because I believe you know your product better than anyone else here. My question is following. Yes, I agree that from word of mouth, from referral, is the best way to do marketing and sales of your business. But I believe. Yeah. Don't receive this one as a discouragement, okay? That's a question.
because I believe this product might work, but I have a concern, and my concern is following. Yeah. So word of mouth and referral selling is one of the best one. It's usually cheapest one, and usually it's more client retaining one, right? But you showed me in this slide 4 examples of potential clients' industries, right? You showed that it's a taxi, it's a restaurant, it's a parcel delivery, and it's a maintenance, if I'm correct, right? So I think it works in the market where the business is fragmented. Here you have one Karim, and basically that's it, or Hala Taxi, which is like official taxi. I'm talking about the taxi. Now if we go about the parcel delivery, you have Aramex, you have Fetcher, I don't know how many else you have, like only few. It's a very consolidated market. If we are talking about restaurants, I think Dubai, it's not big, right? It's a small, it's a very geographically location concentrated. So I don't think, I don't know if referral works there. And then third one, maintenance. Yes, maintenance might be working, but again, but if you check the maintenance prices here, not on the high end, like average market, low market, because we also did the research, prices here low because there is a cheap labor coming from Southeast Asian countries, right? So I don't know how lower prices you are going to offer, but again, that's my question. Yes, it's not fragmented maintenance. The only market is not fragmented among the other industries. So my question is, in the situation of consolidated market and geographically rather small market, why do you believe that this product will work? Thank you.
You guys want to answer now or wait for join me in the middle? Don't hide.
Okay. Bueno, voy a tratar de responder lo que entendí.
I will try to answer what I understood.
Hay una antesala a este proyecto.
There is
un proyecto anterior.
Yeah, there's a background to this project.
Que muchos de ustedes conocen.
That many of you know already.
¿Cuántos conocen o recuerdan Groupon?
How many of you know or remember Groupon?
Groupon era una empresa de cupones de descuento.
Groupon was a company of discount coupons.
Donde conseguías hoteles y restaurantes hasta un 70% de descuento.
You cannot hear me? Oh, okay. What shall I do? Get closer to the mic? Okay. All right. So again, shall we start again from the beginning? Okay. So there is a previous project, so that anteceded this one, and this is Groupon. Groupon is a company that gave you discount coupons.
Que tenían descuento hasta el 70%.
Gave you up to 70% discount.
Esta compañía es multimillonaria.
This company is multi-millionaire.
Cotiza en la bolsa.
It's in the stock exchange.
¿Nosotros qué estamos haciendo?
What are we doing?
Estamos tomando modelos de negocios que están separados.
We're taking business models that are separate,
y que ya funcionan.
Separated, and that already work.
Y los estamos uniendo en un solo modelo de negocio.
And we are joining them in one business model, one unique business model.
¿Por qué?
Why?
Porque la industria de la venta directa,
and because the direct sales industry
que es buena,
is good,
pero su desventaja,
its disadvantage
es que solo tienen productos
is that it only has products
de mucho alto valor.
Of very high value.
La industria de las aplicaciones es buena.
The application industry is good.
Ganan millones de dólares.
They earn millions of dollars.
Gastan millones de dólares en publicidad y empleados.
They spend millions of dollars in marketing and in workforce.
Y estamos cambiando eso.
And we are changing that.
Por el voz a voz.
Or the mouth to mouth.
O sea, en lugar de tener empleados
So instead of having
y
employees
tener gastos altos en publicidad,
and having high overheads on
damos la
publicity,
oportunidad de que los usuarios ganen dinero con ello.
giving the users an opportunity to earn money
Y con
with
eso
that.
termino la respuesta.
And with that, I end the answer.
¿Cuántos recuerdan el último comercial que vieron hace un minuto?
How many of you remember the last TV advert that you saw 1 minute ago?
Nadie.
Nobody, none of you.
Pero todos sí recuerdan algo que alguien les recomendó usar.
But you all remember something that somebody recommended you to use.
No digo que nuestro negocio sea perfecto,
I'm not saying that our business is perfect,
porque estoy aquí para aprender de todos ustedes.
because I'm here to learn from all of you.
¿Okay?
Thank you. No, guys, that's a pitch roast. No questions.
Okay.
You gotta roast
And
them.
tell them why they suck, tell them why they're good, and that's it. Right? So
Good or bad.
keep it simple.
And there's a time limit. And the question can't be more than 6 words.
I think it's a great idea, but you're trying to achieve too many things at the same time.
That's 16.
One is that how are you going to, you didn't talk about the customer acquisition plan or how are you going to sign up businesses. And to make it further,
Can you repeat that?
you didn't talk about, so overall, it's a great idea, but where you lack was the how part. The what part is still very high level, 30,000 feet, but the how part is very big. How are you going to do it? Because it's an innovative idea, you're trying to aggregate so many services, and then you're trying to bring customers to your platform who will be referred to businesses. So there are a lot of gray areas, that's one. Secondly, I didn't get how the crypto part comes into play. You want to create your own cryptocurrency, on what platform you will create, how would it exchange? That again is a world within. So that's where I'll say you're trying to do too many things. Thirdly, the business plan again is too high level, like $3 million in 1 year, how many number of customers, how will you achieve raise to say 500,000 customers, 200,000 customers, with geographies. So you need to add the how part. It's very high level.
Okay.
Thank you. Good question. Next.
Well, you can answer at the end.
Good
So hold
feedback.
that thought, and I'll let you go first.
Hello. My insight is mainly on the pitch. So I feel like people have a very short attention span. And the storyline was a little bit, you may have a very good idea, but it gets diluted by the more you say. I think it should be an elevator pitch, and also your case studies weren't very clear. Like you did put in some, like Groupon or any other companies, and you mentioned how much they're making, but you didn't put any numbers of your own or a market research of your own. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
1 minute, let's say the last one.
Bueno, primero que todo, agradezco sus consejos.
I thank you for all your advice.
Porque como lo dije, estoy aquí para aprender.
And I'm here in order to learn.
Sobre todo, uno de mis limitantes es el idioma.
One of my limitations is the language.
Mi esposa no pudo venir, que es socia de la
My
compañía.
wife wasn't able to come.
Él me salvó.
She is the partner of the company, and I saved him.
Bueno, sé que tenemos un reto muy grande,
I know we have a very big challenge.
pero yo quiero invitarlos a ustedes
So I want to invite all of you.
que ustedes mismos busquen en YouTube
Look at YouTube, search
la historia de InDrive.
the story of InDrive.
Iniciaron como
They
nosotros,
started like us,
donde su expansión
where the expansion
fue el voz a voz,
was the mouth to mouth,
con cero publicidad.
at zero publicity.
Solo cuando un inversionista ángel
I mean, when an angel investor
hizo una gran inversión,
made a big
hicieron
investment,
publicidad.
they made advertising.
Ahora, con
Got
esto
it.
termino tu
With
pregunta.
that, I answer your question.
Lo de la criptomoneda
The cryptocurrency
no es ya,
is not now.
es parte del proyecto.
It's part of the project.
Nuestro objetivo ahorita
Our objective right now
es la aplicación.
is the application.
¿Y por qué unimos los tres
Why
conceptos
do
en una sola
we join
aplicación?
the three concepts in one only application?
Porque ya hay una aplicación que lo tiene.
Because there is already an application that
Karen.
has it. Kareem.
Pero ninguna de las
But
aplicaciones
none of those applications
permiten que las personas ganen
allow
dinero por
people
usar.
to earn money for using it.
So, thank you. That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Next up is.
Okay.
You want your picture?
No presentations, nothing.
No presentations?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good evening, guys. How are you? There is no energy. All good? Yes. Okay. So, how many of you know about Steve Black? Steve Black.
How you call him?
Steve Black. There's a guy named Steve Black. How many of you know about him? How many of you know about a guy named Eric Rice? Eric Rice? Okay, at least a few of you. Okay, so I think probably whatever pitch you have to take it with a pinch of salt because you may not be familiar with what I am talking about. Steve Black is the father of lean startup movement. Okay, and what he said is startups are temporary organizations in search of a repeatable, scalable, and sustainable business models. This is what exactly he said. And the idea he brought about is startups have to go through this fast, frugal validation of their ideas so that they don't lose momentum on demand generation. Because most of the startups die. 70% of the startups die, and they die because they are not able to keep up with the demand generation. And I asked ChatGPT about this. What is the main reason for startups dying? ChatGPT told me they are deficient in decision making, they are inefficient with execution, and they are ineffective with customer development. My name is Mohammed Abu Bakr. I am the founder of Hustle, a startup that is focused on outcome-driven learning for founders, trying to help them with necessary interventions so that they don't lose momentum and end up in the same place like millions of other startups.
Okay.
And what brings me to this? I've been in enterprise software for 15 years, and I've been a founder as well as a product marketing coach with a lot of founders. Throughout my journey, what I have learned is that founders always leave it to the last. That when things are not moving, then they seek help. Otherwise, they don't seek help. So the reason why I'm doing it here is we are trying to build an AI platform that will help founders think through their contextual options and make decisions that will help their startup have a long momentum, better customer flow, and then eventually good success. So this is the overall idea of what we are trying to do, very contextual, outcome-driven learning for startup founders. So what have I done so far with respect to this? In the last 4 months, I've brought together a community of close to 50 founders, and I've conducted 4 learning events for founders based on different functional themes so that they can appreciate the value of continuous learning for themselves. So that's all I have as a pitch, and you can ask me a lot of questions and I can answer.
That's 3 minutes.
Questions, anybody?
Sure.
What's your business model?
Right now, our go-to-market strategy is to build a community of paid founders. So you pay a monthly subscription to become part of our community, and then
How much?
right now, you can tell me whatever you want, I will fix it up. So, I said, we did it for 4 events we have done so far, and the last event we charged 75 dirhams for an event. So the goal is to figure out whether people have propensity to pay for learning, because Dubai is spoiled for free events, and everybody asks me, why don't you do it for free? So the goal is to bring together exclusive founders who are focused on continuous learning to grow their startup. Does it answer the question? Yeah. Is it?
I have a question regarding the data set on which your AI platform is
Sure.
trained.
Sure. So right now I don't have any data set.
So how are you going to build an AI?
I don't have a product or data set. So the eventual goal of this thing is to build an AI-driven platform that is able to help every founder with contextual advice. So that's the goal. I have not figured it out. If you are a technical person, I would love to have you join my team. That's all.
Oh, sorry, that's 4 minutes. Just keep.
It's a rush.
Okay.
Alright guys, so if you guys have any questions, I think we can sit down with them later.
Please.
How is it different than ChatGPT? Because you went to ChatGPT to get the.
Fantastic.
So are you working on your own data sets? Is that why you've done 4 rounds of sample groups?
I think that's a very good question. See, I think founder knowledge is like Dubai in the global map. If you look at the founder knowledge itself, what founders need to learn in order to build their startups is like Dubai in the whole global map. So ChatGPT is the global map. We don't need all of that. So what we need is a tool that is very specific based on founders itself. If you go to YouTube, you found a lot of founder podcasts, videos, content. There's so much out there from which you can learn from. And we can use all of that.
So you'll bring all of that information.
The goal is to work with founders to get that content and build a platform out of that.
I mean, there's not much to ask because there's not much that you said. I think you're still figuring out the business model and the pricing and how much you're going to raise.
Absolutely. I think so. The main thing is I do fortnightly events for founders where I do it mostly on an invite-only basis. And if you essentially want to be part of the event, let me know. I'll bring you.
There's one here weekly that you can come to.
Of course, this is. I think I really have.
So next week it's a session.
Next week you'll be back.
So let's have a session next week.
You can collect here.
Absolutely. I think there are founders need a lot of education. I think I'm trying to create a walled garden. Probably you are creating a slightly open environment. I think
But
everything coexist.
But one really good insight was that you brought up is that no one goes for help or asks for help unless they get stuck. So that's true. So there's some more proactive tools and a dashboard. But I don't want to give you any more ideas because I might steal this and actually make a business model.
I think we can work together to build a platform. No issues. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks guys. Who's next? Nobody?
There's 6 people, right?
Alright, it's the weekend, let's go.
Yeah. What do you guys go together? No. No? Co-founders? I can support.
With SoundCloud, we're connected to Apple.
There's AirPlay.
Does AirPlay? Okay, yes, yes.
Entertainment.
Let me know when to click on this.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Do you hear me well? Yes.
Yay!
My name is Max. I am a CEO and founder of HR Platform, and we help business to be in AI trend and to use it for potential. That's clear. Some words about us. For 3 years, we have been specialized in making custom solutions, AI custom solutions for business, and make dozens of different cases. And fully understand what is the pain of the businesses, what their needs, and what their product expectations. And we decided with this experience and with our technology to create a platform that will help different businesses one at a time. Let's click. And actually I realized that if businesses use ChatGPT or as LLM, they every day lose opportunities, lose money, and give control to the big companies of their future. I will explain on their cases. Maybe someone will recognize this here. For example, Sam, owner of marketing agency, uses various ChatGPT, various LM in his work. And every day he pays for it, he shares data with these companies, and he doesn't control anything. And for example, Helen, a more experienced user who use different integrators, constructors, creates her own AI for her business, connects their ChatGPT API, and also share data, don't own business, and don't work for her future. And we decided to fix it and make a platform that allows to create, to develop, to earn, to show, and to earn. I will explain what is it. To create, it is, we also have a computer constructor where everyone can with his voice, with text, or with no-code solutions, create AI solution for his business, connected with LLM, with CRM, with ERP, with different messages, with database, and use it in his business. Can develop it by his own or with other users of the platform together, and can earn. For example, you are an owner of the clinic. You create an AI solution for yourself, and then you come to the market and sell it to other clinics, and we help you with this. And what is really important, you own all the data that is created with this AI tool, and you own this, you co-own this product with us. Let's click next. And it is what technologies are in this platform. We developed it for 3 years. It is CRM, it is AI intern, what we call CLGPT, different constructors, connectors, and others. Let's click. And what's in summary, we have Ahmed, who are an owner of Current. He uses our platform, he creates his AI tools, and he starts to earn with us. He starts to own his data, and he's investing in his future. Let's click. And we think that the opportunity to earn, the data ownership, the specialized expertise, and the word of mouth are what will allow HR to take a good part in the AI future, in the AI market in the future. Some features that we have. We work with just the professionals. We want to help professionals to make tools for the professionals. And we have a great technology, we have a good team that can make different integrators, connectors in a week. For if it is something we don't have, for example, you have your own system, we can make this connected to our AI easily. And we are professionals in the Web3 technology, so we use it in our platform to make it co-own, share profit, and something like this. Let's go further. What we have already done. It is just some of the cases. We have created an AI for cleaning that helps to control cleaning workers with photo and AI. We make AI for clinics, we make AI for constructions, we make a beautiful dermatology bots that help to care about the skin and to compare different products. And we make a tool, AI tool for doctors, for scientists that can help them to work with the articles. And make a personal assistant in messengers that are now in post beta test. Let's go further. And our financial model. We have 4 revenue streams. First, it's SaaS, subscription model to our platform. Then it is data sales. We understand how to collect a large amount of data and then sell it to different companies. And we share a revenue with our users. It is marketplace where our users create the AI solution and sell it to different to other users. And this is what we call CLGPT. About this one, this part I can tell you privately. So that's next. It is how it looks like. Somewhere we share, we take all the profits, and somewhere we share it with our users, with owner, with help, and that. And next one. Our roadmap. Now we have technology, we have some manual cases, and in September we want to launch our platform, and in December we understand how to make first 1,000 paying users. Next one, we have a beautiful team. For 5 years we already work together. We are experienced in sales. For example, I'm 11 years in IT business, made 1 exit. I'm experienced in startup. My co-founder Nick, great CTO, and we we have 12 experienced developers, designers, and others. What we need, what we request? We request 250,000 in convertible loan. Here you see, and also we are looking for early adopters and new companies, new businessmen who would like to make new AI tools, new AI solution, and bring to market with us. Thank you. It is my conference.
Thank you, Max. Questions, comments? Who wants to go? Join me. I think the only person who understands AI or is focused on deep tech is this guy. So you have to walk up with him.
Okay. You have a competition already who is doing really, really well. It's called Data Robot.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So when you compare yourself to Data Robot, what is your USP? That's all I want to know.
You're supposed to roast, not ask questions.
Roast.
You're late, bro.
Data.
How are you?
Data Robot.
Data robot, yes?
Data Robot.
Robot. Data robot.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not. We have also Make and others competitors. Yes, we have them. What we are, it is. I think our most advantage between them it is that we give own of the data, and we help to earn with us, and that's all.
Everyone is doing that, like specialized company like you or Data Robot. It's basically the same concept, own all the data, but they are far alone and you are like still starting. So you need to have something else, right? And you already mentioned LLM, you always mention LLMs, but you know that AI is far more than that, right?
It is not LLMs, yeah.
You need to have a solution for everything. Your platform need to integrate everything, right? And you need to showcase that if you are approaching businesses, that you can actually do everything, not just LLMs.
Totally agree with you. Thank you.
I think the biggest concern is you said you're going to sell data. So you own the data, you're going to sell it, right?
Yeah.
So literally that's also a question. If you come and tell me that I'm going to sell your data or you're going to share the revenue of me selling the data, that alone is a shit show. So of course, there's a lot of compliance issues around it, right? So you have GDPR, you have the SIDA in this part of the world.
It is if we sell some private data. If we sell just what you
Depends
can
on the
train
data
AI
that you
and
collect,
something.
depends on the data that you collect and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
data that you
depends.
collect. But pitching here and telling me that you're going to sell data and share that revenue, I don't think so. Anyone else? Yes, sir. Join me.
Okay, hi Max. It was a nice presentation actually. I have one question. Why are you using a lot of quotes? Like quotes from writers or articles?
Quotes, okay.
It's his quote.
It was
his own
quote.
It's his one.
Who is Max? It is just a joke. It is just a joke. I think it will be funny.
Alright, so you got roasted. Anyone else? Questions?
How is it different from building apps on any of the leading LLMs? You can build apps on ChatGPT, Perplexity.
We try to make something on ChatGPT.
For example, Sal Khan recently showed how ChatGPT 4.0 can help in education, right?
Yeah.
So that application has been built on LLM called OpenAI, right? So how are you different?
It is really different because we just don't use ChatGPT and it is other LLMs. And when you try to use ChatGPT for your business, you will find that it doesn't work.
No, but then ChatGPT, it will not just be ChatGPT, it will be your own enterprise data as well, like CRM.
No, ChatGPT, it is your data, but it doesn't work. It will imagination, it is rather expensive. It doesn't work really good. When you start to, we really implement different solutions in businesses, and we find out that just GPT, just Claude, just Llama doesn't work for business. It should be something else. And we give the different solutions for businesses rather flexible.
So, but ChatGPT and other LLMs are built on billions of parameters. On how many parameters your LLM will be?
We don't have our own LLM. We just have connectors. We connect ChatGPT code, others, and give opportunities how to build this.
I'm just interested about your pricing. Why your pricing is it's way lower. We actually tried to find a platforms who can build some AI related, right, products within our product. So it's very expensive, super expensive. You say like $50 a month subscription. What does it mean exactly?
You're cheap. Why should I trust you?
Then it is just subscription. You make a product with us, and then you start to pay not just 50. You start to pay for using this product, for your customer, for your users since using
And
this
how
product.
much, for example, like medium,
It depends.
complex?
It depends. for how many, how difficult this product is you are building.
So not 50.
Not 50.
Not 50. Not 50.
Terms and conditions apply.
About our clients pay from $2,000 to $10,000 a month.
Still cheap.
Still.
Perfect. You got a
So
business.
it's not the cheapest.
What time? Yeah. Thank you very much. Who's next? Max, you said you want to share something.
Yeah. I've got something.
A round of applause to our camel guy. Everything he does is.
This is entertainment.
It's his camel's birthday.
Choose a name from here.
Макс, тебе не нужна красота?
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yes. Aha.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, actually my wife said, if you're gonna like do this, and like Alex will film it, it's gonna be divorced like her. So I did, and just like 1 minute. We in Avara Tech make actually camels heavier in two ways. First of all, we analyze camel semen and freeze it if it's good for future generation or for better animals. And the second one, we have launched this ecological initiative called the Desert Guardians, and it's your choice. Either I will be speaking about camel semen even showing it to you for the next hour, or you'll just scan the barcode, join the community, get this beautiful pin, and save the desert. So it's up to you. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Join the community, guys. I'm sure you guys don't want to see camel, whatever, you know. Who do we have next? Anyone else pitching tonight? Yes, sir. Join me. Any MacBook users? You can't find AirPlay on his MacBook. Nobody? Okay. MacBook? Do you know how to set up a MacBook? Where's that guy? Who knows to set up a MacBook? On AirPlay and shit like that? Nobody? Bro, you're on your own.
Let's Google.
Yeah, it's even not connected.
We lose in this game.
Just a second.
Yay! Thank you.
Second try.
Thank you.
Some general ideas. See the mobile market, they create applications, properties.
Thank you guys for your patience. Guys! Okay, can we respect everyone who's coming to pitch and not have side chats?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Go for it. Let's give it up for Brent and Five.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so here's the first time, so it'll be so like rude and so on. But yeah, just joking. So I've got a question for you. Like, how many? Do you know like what are the core values of people? Like basic needs and core values.
No.
Like top three.
Like a little closer.
Yeah, sure. Top three values of the people.
Food.
Like food,
Clothing.
okay.
Shelter.
Yeah.
And sleep.
Yeah, sleep, and actually like we can start with breath. You know, like breath. You want to breath like it's a top priority. The second can be food and the drink. So you want to eat and drink, of course. And the third one is actually the like sleeping, having the place somewhere to be inside, like kind of a box. Like we all live in the boxes. So we all need some kind of a place to live. And this is actually the core need of every human on Earth. And without this, we kind of cannot exist. This is our rules, like how it's actually done. So can I ask you another question? How many people like renting the apartment in Dubai or Arab Emirates at all? Yeah, that is what I expected. So many people, like majority, around 80%. So I just want to present myself first. My name is Evgeny. I'm originally from Russia and live here in Dubai. And we have the service here, like the one for actually providing the applications, providing the services, which is called the Erarte AI. It is the company that I started 2 years ago with my friend, and so far we built 3 projects for a couple of UK startups and one for Saudi. And now these are the top liner projects in its niche. So right now I want to present to you one more project that we consider to be the big one. This is called the Rentify AI. The main purpose of that service is actually very simple, is to be able to rent the apartment easily and safely. That's it, like no hidden pictures, no extra stuff, just this. So let me just scroll this. Yeah. Okay. So if we go next, I just want to present to you like the things that we're going to talk about. Like the first one is the executive summary. The next is the problem that we're facing, and how do we actually solve the problem. Our product and service, what's going to be offering to the people. Next, we're going to list the advantages with the competition that we have, and the analysis that we made through that competition.
Well, let's jump into it.
Okay, let's go.
Talk about the problem.
Yeah.
And the solution.
Okay,
The problem.
I think that was the previous one, no?
No, there you go, the problem.
The problem, yeah, okay. Sorry. And the problem and solution on that, on the different system, that was different slides, so, okay. So the first one is the user verification. The first one, like I mentioned, we have a lot of services that we rent the apartment from, and actually from both sides, that we rent apartment from and we rent apartment to the users. And usually the verification is optional. So these services are trying to get as much people as they can, like globally, the whole world, a lot of people, and they just bypass the verification, which makes another problems with the people who actually want to rent or to or from. So we want to make in our service, we want to make the verification mandatory. So at the start of our authorization and registration, people are going to be asked to provide the documents and to actually get verified with the special service. And the second problem is that not in any country we have the contactless check-ins. So it's possible, it's one more time, it's optional for the companies, for the services, but it's like 1%. It's just less than 1% of contactless check-ins throughout the services like Airbnb or Booking.com and so on. So this is the other feature that, we have these only two features at the start, and this is the other feature that we're going to present to the renters and the landlords. So the verification and contactless check-ins. So the landlords will be, that will be mandatory for them to actually provide the any way to be able to do the contactless check-in for the person who is renting the apartment. Please next. So what it gives to the people, like what advantages? So basically, the first one is the security and reliability. When you know that the person is verified by default, you know that the documents are checked, so like the passports and the documents for the apartment. So you know that the apartment at least is real and the person is real. And of course, there's going to be added more stuff over this throughout the cycles, like the reviews, user reviews, and so on. That actually will be like the next part of why it's called the Rentify AI. So basically, the AI will help us to check the person as well, to provide the as matching as the most matched result as possible for the user who is renting the apartment and for the landlord who is giving the apartment to that user. And of course, the second one will be the easiness of using. So basically, you don't have to deal with the thing, like imagine on Airbnb, when you rent the apartment and now you have to make some kind of a deal with the person on how you get the keys, right? How on the Booking.com, we're not talking about the hotels, of course, we're talking about apartments. So basically, you are talking about the time, and this is like back and forth communication usually. So when do you arrive? How do you arrive? And so on. And usually, landlord or the person who's in the business with the landlord should be there to actually pass the key, or maybe the concierge who's not always there, or maybe doesn't speak the language and so on. So we will be providing the easy way to check into the apartments without any landlord or the like any kind of concierge and services. And the third part actually, just a sec, and the third part actually is the AI-powered matching. So we already developed the algorithm that's going to be matching the best possible apartments. So basically, right now we have this artificial intelligence century, and that makes us possible to actually do this kind of thing, to be able to log into the system and get the best match possible that is not offered by other systems right now. Yeah, next please. So this, sorry, that images, but this is like 2 slides in one, somehow from PDF. Basically, our main competitors are Booking.com, Airbnb, and Byte, right now in Dubai. All of them are having the same problem, is basically the user verification and the contactless check-ins. So basically that they don't have it. These are the optional things that they provide, which makes some kind of messy data in terms of the apartments. So the confusion from the landlords and the confusion from people who are renting the apartment. This is our team. It's me, Svetlana, and Javed. Svetlana is CPO, Chief Product Officer, and Javed is our very much experienced engineering architect and expert. Please next. And so they have also 2 slides here. The Dubai market opportunity for now, as we explored, is about $30 billion of the market of the short-term rental of the apartment. And like the pie here is almost the expats and the you would say like the tourists and short-term visitors. So basically, which gives us the opportunity to kind of grab them all, almost all, of the market that can be done. From our actual evaluation, from the 100% of the people who are renting the apartment, and 100%, I mean people who are giving the apartment for rent of landlords, is about 10% that will be willing to actually convert or put the existing apartments in our system. And what makes our system attractive is actually very specific niche for now, is that there will be no option not to be verified and no option not to be contactless from the first time. So we want to kind of get this market from like grab a small piece of the pie and just convert them continuously on cycles. Like kind of if you can compare the combustion engines to the like electric cars, which like people are adopting right now in Dubai, very fast. The business models and the revenue streams are very simple. The first one is the commission. So basically, when the landlord lists the apartment and is gonna make the transaction with the user, with the renter, we're gonna take the commission. The commission will be less than throughout the market to actually get the initial users. Then it will be, on the next iterations, there will be the subscription plans, basically for the people who want to rank their search results like on the top, so to get the user faster. And the advertising to put the relevant ads on search results as well. Next, please. So we have 3 milestones, and also in this from this position we're talking about the pre-seed rounds and seed rounds of funding. Basically, the first one is the first milestone is actually we are achieving the 2 features that the core features of the service, which is the contactless check-in and the verification of the user. Now we'll be needing the pre-seed round for that. There will be a small team to actually develop the MVP. the next will be the round A. So in round A, we'll be presenting the electronic document agreements. So basically, when you imagine like the situation when like small kids can actually rent their apartment, which is not allowed for them, but they actually can do this. So that makes landlord in very kind of bad position in terms of that it's against the law. And that's why we're bringing the electronic documents also to the agreement while the transaction is being handled. So the both sides are protected in terms that the age is above 18, for example, or 21. Next is the integration, like the milestone 3 is actually the big milestone. It's scaling up, and the integration of AI assistants, the ones that I talked about, to actually help user with the booking. So this matching algorithm on the milestone 3, and the marketing and sales plan also kind of easy. So we're gonna plan to. We have the early adopters right now, so like people that are landlords mostly that are actually very dissatisfied with the platforms like Airbnb and Booking.com, and like because of these problems that we just talked about, and because of the problems with the system, and actually problems with even the services. So basically, they are kind of at a monopoly right now, and they're charging a lot of money from the landlords to actually list their apartments. So landlords usually try to avoid this and somehow skip the maybe take the user away from the service to actually lower the cost. And the financial projections here on the left on 2024 and 2025, we believe we can finish at the maybe beginning of 2025 or the second quarter of 2025 the initial MVP, and so far the revenue will be almost zero, so we'll just have a very few amount of people. And then we're going to be growing, not exponentially, but almost a linear growth with the bit of the going up, I think at the phase 3. So at 2025, we're expecting our landlords to list the apartments in the amount of 5,000. And the middle of the apartment like range in Dubai, for example, is $150, maybe $200 per night. So we're going to be charging around 10% from that service. And we consider that the apartments will be occupied around 70% or 80% of the time in a year. Maybe more, but this is our forecast. So in this term, by 2025, we expect to get the revenue of $100 million, and having the 15,000 apartments listed in our service, and then grow year over year about 2x time. So basically, like going to 30,000, 45,000, and so on. The investment and use of funds is also calculated for the pre-seed funding. We will be needing around $100,000, just this. So basically for the prototype and the MVP, and that's going to be a year of development. And for the next phase, 25-26, about 500,000 to million. And after this, for round B, for scaling. So here we are actually talking about not MVP, but scaling of the product and actually marketing. So we're going to be needing at least just 2 million, to maybe $5 or $6 million to make it grow very fast. I think that's it. You can scan the promo code. You can actually go to the links if you want to get connected. and message me anytime. I will respond. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Evgeny. Your pitch needs a lot of work. I too went to a Russian school, and your pitch very much reminded me of a research paper that was done in school, and that you're just trying to kind of present more in class than to actually raise money. It was very long. There is a lot of flaws. $20,000 for marketing is nothing. Nothing. You can do nothing with $20,000. So, and when it comes to the product, how long do you live in Dubai?
Sorry?
How long do you live in Dubai?
Just 2 years?
2 years. Okay. Dubizzle wasn't even on your competitor analysis slide. It wasn't even there, although it's one of the biggest market players in real estate and rentals. That's a huge red flag. I felt, my personal feedback, guys, I don't know, say something, obviously, but I felt that you found a couple of things that maybe Dubizzle and Bayut are missing, and you're right, maybe these features are not there. What is it? Verification is not mandatory. It's there, as far as I know, on Dubizzle, but not mandatory. So you were like, no, let's make it mandatory, but that's not enough to enter a battle with such giants. Like, that's my opinion. Of course, please feel free to challenge. I just feel that these product features that you listed are not enough to build a challenger to such established market players. So that's my feedback.
My only question.
Mr. Hassan, gonna roast him.
Roast. Wait.
All I can say, like from Dubizzle, like just a brief comment, is that it's not in top 3. So basically that's it. That's why I didn't get into the set, but it's big, yes. And the second one is that we believe that these features, like these 2 features, are simple enough and actually enough for the people, landlords, to actually switch. And this is not like my words, this is the words from the landlords. So this is it. And I'm mostly more kind of a technical person, I would say.
The question I have to ask, I'd like to ask you is, how well have you researched the contactless, check-ins? Because it's been around for a long time. I've been in the Airbnb space for the last 20 years. I've got a portfolio in Europe. And in the old days, before the pandemic, managing agents got tired of waiting around for guests, especially those arriving on late flights. So a lot of landlords in Europe introduced a P-box, which went very well. But particularly during the pandemic, because of people not wanting to get infected, a lot of landlords, Airbnb and long-term rentals, installed the digital locks. It's very common all over the world. And I have one in my apartment in the UK where on my phone in Dubai, I can see who's coming in and out of my apartment because it takes a video. It's a Lockly app. It's one of the best. So if you're going to sell something to landlords where there's already a solution in the market, I don't think it's going to work.
Can I respond?
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, thank you for this comment, and I believe that yes, a lot of people actually went through the pandemic and actually switched the logs, maybe provided some kind of systems to bypass the humans. But once again, it's not the mandatory thing. And when you come to such places as Airbnb, still I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but still it's kind of maybe 5 or less % of people doing that throughout the globally world. So basically, what the idea is to make sure, when you go to the our service, you just make sure that there is no such option not to be kind of checked in non-contactless. So basically, this is why when you kind of think about the service, you comes to mind that it's contactless. That's it. So I either go to Airbnb and deal with this hosts, or I go to that service that actually I don't even have to do that, like 100% sure. So, but yes, in this term, some of the apartments are, of course, have this contactless option. So yeah, you're right. But in the term of the main feature.
Another thing I'd like to add is that a lot of the management companies all over the world got tired of doing the meet and greet service because they weren't getting paid any extra for it. So the contactless was the best solution for them. They don't have to wait around 11 p.m. waiting for somebody who's been delayed on their flight. They don't know when they're coming. So it's been around for a long time. And you know, if you're going to propose it as a new solution for landlords, I don't think they're going to buy into it. Because everybody now knows about the digital locks, and there's so many on the market, different types.
So that's why we introduced the second feature, which is the verification and the kind of safety. So this is a combination of these two features. So basically, you should be sure that the person who is renting, first one is real, like the documents are checked, it's clean, and the apartment is contactless. So basically, you just you get rid of one problem that you are not sure your people are kind of not kind of fake or maybe below the age and so on. And the second one is that you're doing that easily. So safety and kind of easily, that should be a combination of two. Maybe one is not enough. I agree.
You can check the, sorry, the business
I'm
model
going to
of
give it to
Blue
you in
Ground,
a couple
Blue
of
Ground.
minutes.
Sorry?
You can check the model of Blue Ground.
Blue ground?
Yeah.
Blue ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So after all the information that actually just added, so just wanna add one point, because I believe the product is still in the discovery phase, so there's a lot of questions that should be answered, which is cool to use the MVP to be one of the tools to help you validate the idea about, hey, if you want to compete with these competitors, so it's really hard. So just I want to mention one point, because based on the competitors that you mentioned, all of them have mobile applications or a place where you can go and read people reviews. So we build products where people complain, not compliment. So just go to the comments on Google Play App Store, try to see the bad reviews, take the first, 500 for each application, and see if they mentioned anything about the problem that they are trying to solve. Because, I believe that there is a problem, but I'm not sure if it's a really big problem that should be solved in this way. So just want to mention this point because, to build this product, it's really good, but for me, to speak about seed funding, Series A, Series B is making it a little bit chaotic because thinking of Series A will not compound anything for a startup that's still looking for seed funding. So this is what I'm trying to say, because the discovery phase is not so clear. We need to define who's the paying owner and how they were gonna explain it in a way where we will define the context of the problem that we could speak about the other experience.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Thank you for this comment.
Okay. Bro, my suggestion is why create a problem which doesn't exist? You don't need AI here. If you can do it with 5 filters, don't use AI. Right? Save that fund for marketing, as she said. This industry is very, if you just, your range of rent, where you want to live, right? And what kind of 2 BHK, 3 BHK, X, Y, Z, you will get all the results. AI is not needed here.
See, this is the problem.
And
I can just finish. Yeah,
increase the fonts.
I see now.
Yeah, that is terrible. I know. It's because I used the other system before and. Okay. So basically about AI, Maybe I just did not highlight this enough because I concentrated attention on that first two core principles that the application could not exist if they don't exist. So with the AI, so before AI, when you AI basically changed the way how we actually get the information, right? Before AI, we Googled everything, right? So if we know we need some apartment, right, or we need something to actually find, we kind of input this into Google search, and Google search outputs the results, and we can choose from the results, right? It's up to us which one to choose, and it was good. It was good for us because we kind of felt the ownership of the problem. But it was like time wasting, and it's not reliable because human is not considering a lot of information at once, only just half of the pie or just piece of the pie to actually make a decision. And sometimes, a lot of times, these decisions are wrong, and because the information is lacking. So after AI, how it changed, right? So we're not getting these options anymore. We're asking about a certain answer. So when we ask ChatGPT, like what the weather, okay, not the weather, but give me that perfect tool for my job, we will not be getting a lot of results as from Google. We'll be getting one result, very specific, structured result that will satisfy our needs. And this is the way how it changed our life right now. Basically, everything is now like that. We're not getting that search results anymore. We're getting the answer right away. So this is what we're trying to do with AI in that phase 3, in that milestone. That will be voice-to-text conversion, basically. That's going to be asking, or users will be asking, like ChatGPT and so on, can be in text, can be in voice, find me an apartment, which is in Dubai, which is like in the best location for summer, near the beach, not expensive, with the nice reviews. That's it. And you will get maybe one result, maybe 2 results that will satisfy your needs. And you choose from them, not from all the results. Basically, tuned for you. Yes, please.
That's just the filters, as I said.
So I'll tell you something. Here, when it comes to the properties, individuals, right? If you have to do Airbnb, RERA has already come up with an entire solution for it. You cannot rent it unless you're registered or you have your own company that does it, right? So you're already guaranteeing that security. In Europe, they stopped doing it simply because of GDPR compliance. I'm giving you my personal information. Who are you? Right? Yes, I can see you. I know you're the person renting that property, and vice versa. It became a huge problem for them, right? Because it's information, people information. I don't know what you're going to use it, right? Today you might be a good guy, tomorrow you can be a creep. So that's why they actually stopped taking in personal information. Even hotels today, they will never ask you to email your documents. You need to be physically present for them to actually verify you, because it goes into a system, right? And in Dubai, they actually tried the locks. And why they failed? Because individual owners said, I'm not going to spend money to put up another lock, because it comes with a lot of, try changing a lock in Burj Khalifa. You got to get a complete permission from the building management that goes to civil defense, and you have to pay a fortune for that. So the owners were like, you know what, use my existing car, I'm not bothered. So I think there's a lot of gray area here that you're trying to focus on, but you've not done your market research yet. So I think that's something that you need to look at.
Thank you for that. Just a brief comment that we will not be asking people to change the locks. That's
I'm talking about owners. If you want to introduce smart locks, right? That lock has to be smart. Are you going to implement it?
No.
So you need someone to change
just
the
a
lock.
second. So the smart locks is the one way to actually solve the problem of contactless check-in. It's a very good solution, and I think we're going to be kind of coming to this maybe in phase 3, 4, and so on, with some kind of premium features about this Wi-Fi locks and so on. So we'll be kind of doing this through internet. But the first iteration will be very simple. Will be just asking people anyway how they can convert their presence to be contactless. That can be even a box with the key code, like a passcode. So user will come,
The passcode will be generated on the website, and the user is going to enter that passcode and get the key, so you don't have to
What's
change
the
the
value
lock.
of taking someone else's key if it is a big box? Or I have to have individual boxes for each unit?
No, just one box, but you're going to be changing the codes.
Okay, but I have multiple keys in there, right? So if I'm expecting multiple people to check into multiple different units, I'll have multiple different keys. I can take my key, your key, and his key and go enjoy.
Right next to the door, usually, of the unit, like usually it's apartment with the door, right? And right next to the door, there is some kind of a system, like that opens with the code that will provide you
Why
the
not
key.
change the lock in that? If you're going to put this on
You can change the lock, it's just more expensive. You may be not able to do so. And this is very cheap solution for the cases like this.
I just had a few points. Firstly, I think interesting concept, but I think there's more market research needed. This solution is already available in Dubai. I'm sure there's more than one company that's already doing it. Contactless check-in is already being done by a few different companies. One of our clients, you should look them up, they're called Silk House. They're doing the exact same thing, and they're using smart locks. It's contactless, and they're scaling up to Saudi. They're already in like Series A. So I think it's a very competitive and difficult market. So I think you have to sort of get ready and know what you're getting into.
Stella Homes as well. Check Stella Homes. They have this concept.
Okay.
Any other questions, guys?
No.
That's it? Super. Thank you so much. Oh, one more? Sorry. Set him up.
I know everyone is exhausted. One more.
Speak for yourself, brother.
I will. And no one is going to roast me. They're already roasted. Am I right? Guys, my name is Sam, and I don't think I would be needing this. Am I louder? Everyone can hear me without this? Okay, no need. So, as you can see, one stop. What does it say? One stop auto hub. So we're related to cars. How? How many of us own car? Would you raise your hands? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rest of them? Taxi? Yeah. Metro?
Founders, bro.
Okay. Amazing. One thing in Dubai that we face a lot when we go to RTA, you were the one with the car, right? What do you face? How many ahead of you in the queue? 5, 6?
No. This time I want no one.
No one.
Female
Lucky
queue.
you.
Female queue.
Lucky
There's
you.
someone there.
So, One Stop came up with a solution. What's that solution? Is that you just book, we collect, we finish the entire process of your renewal, of your registration, whatever. You name it, One Stop has it. So if you're going for a renewal, we'll take the car, we'll finish it, we pick up from your home, you're in the beauty salon, with whether male or female, whoever it is, you're in the salon, and we will drop back the car to whichever destination you tell us to. That's for the renewal. Registration. You bought it from someone, you can't visit, you can't register it under your name, you don't have to worry. We'll go to the seller, we'll get the seller with us, we'll register the car under your name, deliver it to whichever destination you have chosen, whether Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah, anywhere. We will drop it to your doorstep. Convenience. Transfers. You can't transfer your car due to whatsoever reason. Maybe you're sick, maybe you're having a family gathering, barbecue, whatever it is, you can't go, and the buyer is telling you, I need it right now. I need to take my wife. That's the most important thing. Mine is sitting behind on the phone. So, she needs to have the car right now. You don't have the time, you miss a buyer, a potential buyer for your car. One Stop gets it done. POA is what we will provide you, you will sign it, we'll represent you. Now, there are issues even with multiple other things. Fine. You get a fine in Abu Dhabi, you went to Abu Dhabi, you go to renew your car, or you go for a registration, they tell you, sorry buddy, you can't do it today. Why? You have a fine in Abu Dhabi, go there, finish your fine, come back, we will register it for you or renew it for you. One Stop has got that covered as well. As for corporate, recently I had a rental company, they came up to me and they told there was a guy, he drove the car, he took a couple of fines, and he left the country. So, what is the rental car gonna do? Any suggestions?
Pay for the fine?
Why would they pay?
I don't know.
Why would the rental? No. they have to pay. So, One Stop sat with the Road and Transport Authority to come up with a solution. And what is that solution? Now you, as a rental company, can transfer black points and the fines to the one who was driving it, because you already have a contract with that particular driver who took the car on rent. So you transfer that on his name. Whenever he comes back to Dubai, he has to pay it. As soon as he enters the airport, he needs to pay that certain amount, and then he's clear to enter the country, roam around freely. So now they cannot skip without paying. They have to pay whenever they come back, under any case. For corporate, many more services. We're almost having about 12 services, whether you call it color change, we do it. For corporate, it's advertisement stickers, which needs multiple approvals. So there is a difference between individual, you're doing a color change, you need approval from Dubai Police and from RTA. In case of corporate, you need it from CID and RTA. So we get the approvals, we get you each and every single thing. One thing that I would just like to mention, when you go to wrap your car, you have a fancy car, nice one, but did anyone ever tell you that your car had a previous accident history or something, or it was painted, or it was brushed, whatsoever? No one tells you that. You buy a car, how many of us got scammed? A lot of us. So no one ever tells you that. They just wrap your car, they give it back to you. After a couple of years, you want to change the wrap. Oh, you see this, the whole paint is peeling off. With One Stop, we have third party that's going to do the wrap, but One Stop is going to inspect your car if it was ever repainted, and if it has been repainted, we will let you know that your car has been repainted, and it's your responsibility if tomorrow something happens to it, to the paint while peeling off the wrap. So that's one. Another thing that is happening quite often, even with big brands, I don't want to use their names, none of my concern. I just want to make something available to the residents of Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and everyone. It recently even happened with one of the seller. He was shocked and surprised, but I don't want to use the brand again. When you are buying from a gentleman, you don't know him. How will you know that what history does your car have? Come to One Stop. We will give you a comprehensive test with OBD, electrical, mechanical, accidents, anything that was ever happened with that car, whether it's American, GCC, from Qatar, from Bahrain, from Korea, from anywhere. We'll give you the report from Road Transport Authority. A testing center, not Dubizzle, not Cars 24, not a garage sitting over there and telling you, listen, we will inspect your car, give us 1,000 dirhams, but tomorrow, oh sorry, you know what, the guy who was there working on that particular day, he had a fight with his wife, so he couldn't check your car properly. Doesn't help. So when you get it from RTA, you go, represent that, you claim it, you get the value that you are about to lose when you are reselling the car to someone else, and when you find out that the car had some issues, or you can negotiate for the price with the seller on those particular issues in the car, or you go for another one, choose another one. Roast me, whoever is ready.
How much is the inspection?
That's the personal.
The basic.
That's
the
not
basic,
the.
bare
Okay,
minimum.
so we'll be starting at, we're talking about $399. Yeah. That's our service charge.
Yeah, plus. So the government charges
Plus is the RTA, they're going to charge, the government is going to charge.
And
No one-
$399 is based if you're based in Dubai or based in
Dubai.
Abu Dhabi.
We'll have a little bit higher. Oh, we have another service as well, which I forgot to mention. Let's suppose you have a SVR, Range Rover, Lamborghini, Ferrari. You don't want someone to drive it. Okay, a tow truck will come, collect the car, take it. No one's going to drive your car, except the testing people. Even if you go, you allow them to drive your car. It's just going to be a small area where the driver to test it, and they will pass, fail, whatever it is. One more thing, if you are doing renewal or registration, our team is trained by Road and Transport Authority. So once we come to your location, we will tell you that if due to these particular reasons the car is going to fail. So you don't spend double, triple, because if you take the responsibility that it's going to pass. My tires are okay, lights are okay, everything is okay. But we tell you that this could be the reason to fail the car. And you still go with it, we will charge you extra if you want us to resolve that issue, maybe change of tires, maybe fix a small little bulb. That will be an extra cost. $3.99 plus.
But you have an operational business. It's not a concept. Clearly, it's operational. You've had it for a while.
It is operational. Now, what do I require? I need a marketing person that knows how exactly to reach out to the residents of Dubai and let them know that this is something that's available right now, and if you want to avail it, get in touch, please.
Marketing guy. Sorry, no.
You're the marketing guy.
Maybe I could help out.
Sure.
Just wanna like, yeah. So,
Sure, if you want to.
because it's reasonable to ask for marketing because it's really heavy concept. I know that it's like. I just want to have one question. Do you have like, is it like an application or a platform?
That's what we don't have.
Oh,
we have the website, everything functional, team is there, we don't have an app.
Great.
That's what we are lacking.
Great. So your customer journey will be like this. I face one of these problems. Then I will went to the channel, let's say website. I'll try to pick one of the services. I will request for a service. We'll take the data to the fulfillment. Everyone will be happy. So, I mean, this is like too utopian because I mean you plan to take like $3.99. Yeah. So you need me as a potential user to empathize myself or maybe to be really in need for all of these services, to accept the idea of I want to pay like in bulk. So I will do a subscription, and there's like a bunch of services which is maybe I will benefit from some of it, and sometimes I will pass some couple of years to go to the next one. So yeah. So the first challenge will be why I will go to this choice to deal with you. I mean, if you do the business right now, I expect it to be like via maybe phone call or something like this, where someone will come to you, tell you about their case, and you will take the lead and do the fulfillment or help them to solve the problem. So this is like the context. Now, when we want to aggregate all of these services within one platform, so there is like different contexts that will be aggregated within one platform. So that means, hypothetically, maybe you have like different categories of users. So if you want to go to the market and tell them, hey, I can do this, you need to be really specified when it comes to defining the ideal customer profile, ideal customer, and trying to build the awareness and position yourself on within the context where the problem will occur, so they will come to you and request the service. So first, we need to define: is it reasonable to have one platform for all of these things? Second, is it reasonable to request one payment for all of them? The third one will be, how many categories of users or potential customers do we have? Based on this, we could like answer the question. Hypothetically, we can go to cover all the market via a huge campaign, spending millions, hundreds of millions to reach out to all the people, trying to tell them about us. But for me, I think because there is like different segments for the market, you need to own 100% of the market to solve all of these problems. So until we have like clarify all of these concepts, we will be able to answer the question regarding the market.
You didn't even roast me. I'm
disappointed. This week has been a
I'm
disaster.
disappointed. I was expecting a roast.
No,
you gave me a wonderful idea. Appreciate it. Whatever you told me is going to be beneficial for me, whether I pitched off nicely or not. But what you told me is exactly something I was looking for. So every now and then, when you knock the door, you know someone is on the other side.
Yeah.
So you knock the door. Now I know what I need to look into. If you're one of those guys, welcome on board. Let's work together, sit together, think about what we can do together, how we can push it to the market, how we can introduce it to the market. But even if we don't, I'm definitely going to keep those words in hand and look into those each and every single spot.
I think the why is convenience, right? So for all of us, busy days, it's
Can I add
convenience.
something? I just wanna, do you have a garage or you work with suppliers? Like?
No, we are entirely separate. Okay, let me tell you one more thing. We have showroom. I'm not pitching my showroom. I'm not telling you I'm selling cars.
I will understand because I want to add a suggestion.
Yeah,
for
sure.
okay?
That's why I want to give you the brief understanding.
There are a lot of women like me that drives and hates car. Like I don't understand anything about car. Even I cannot change the oil. I got the car. Okay. So I rely a lot, and I had to trust people when they give suggestions. I think there are a lot of female here that drives and live by themselves like these spots that would love to have someone pick up their car. And because I know Carrefour, they offer something for oil change, but they don't offer anything about maintenance. And I hate going to the garage, and the guys, they try to explain to me, you have to understand. I said, I don't want to understand. I don't want to learn that. I just want you to take care of what you have to do, like do what you have to do. I think that's also a market that you could explore.
Just want to mention one thing. I hate to go to the garage, and I am a woman, so she's helping you to define the persona. Okay, this is could be your campaign. Now we should have like sit with her and try to define
Absolutely,
as a
absolutely.
checklist.
Yeah.
What do you wanna?
I can tell you about an incident that happened with my lady. I was busy somewhere. I told her, go to this particular Chelsea. I know the guy. I called him. I told him, listen, 275 by 70 R22. R22 means the rim size, the tire thickness. I'm just telling you. I told him I want precisely this particular tire. She went there.
Shut up!
Madam, see, listen, your Porsche front rim is smaller, like it's thinner, and the back rim is wider. So he convinced her to change the rear tires on slimmer ones. And when she came back, I was like, what happened? She said, no, but he told me, look, he even showed me this is how it's supposed to be. I was like, okay. So now, today, we have all the four changed to what he put.
Anyway, listen to me. You have a huge market, and of people, especially because if your customer wants to learn, like at the first time, for example, you're gonna do a transfer in the RTA. Oh, I did the first time with you. I already know what to do next year. But in our case, we don't want to learn.
I know.
We want someone that take care of the car.
I know it very personally because I was at work. She gave me a call from Sharjah and she's like, my tire is flat. I was like, okay, I'm going to take a cab, I'm going to come to you. I went there and I was like, where is the car? I think I parked it there. No, wait. It's good that I was born and raised in Dubai, so I told her how. Like, was there a flyover? Was there this particular shop? And she's like, yeah, there was something like that.
There is no one offering the service because I rely on my friends. Sometimes I give them money to take I don't want to deal with the guys in the garage. So I ask someone, can you take the car in? But you didn't say you offer the service. You don't pick up the car and give them maintenance.
I will pick up I will tell you one thing. See, listen, I'm pitching myself. I'm pitching myself, but at the same time I want to tell you what you are looking for is already there in the market. So I don't want to put my hand in their pocket while I am struggling to build mine. Once I have built the trust, because I'm doing something really different. What is the difference between them and me? Which I'm really proud of, and I know that I can challenge anyone upon it. Wrapping industry, mechanical industry, all of these. She knows that I had a garage of my own. My staff told me, listen, guy like you cannot work in garage. We need to fool people. I was like, no, I can't do that. So that's a different industry. We had to close, we had to shut it down. I don't want to put my hand in anyone else's pocket right now when I know that I'm capable of giving that service. I'll definitely do, but for you there is service my car. Am I right? They will pick up your car, they will take it. In the beginning everyone does this. Big brands, they try to develop. Once they are developed, then they start fooling around. I hope and I pray they work well, how they're doing right now. They're doing a really good job. I'm not against anyone. I know what I am and what's my brand. People need me to clarify a lot of things. I haven't even discussed how many things, apart from this, I can do.
Okay. I think also you could at least guide people.
And the point that you mentioned is that I'm already working. Why did I say I need a marketing agency, a guy who's into marketing and knows it, is that the marketing agency I'm working with, I told them, woman is what I need to target. If she wants to renew her car, my wife is one of them that she's going to give me a call. Get the car to the renewal. I am not going anywhere. Yeah, he's one of them.
You guys hate your wives, huh?
You know that random call when you're in a meeting and you're like cutting the call and she's like, it's urgent. What's the urgency? Flat tire. Okay, I'm at a meeting.
No, forget about the meeting. Yeah, my
Come
tire
now.
is urgent.
Yes.
So, those are the things. I told them that we need to target women, but he is totally on the other page. and he's a friend, so I don't want to have a bad relation with him. And that's why I was like, okay, let me go here and let me pitch the idea. Let's see if someone, you have something? Okay, fine. So that's it, guys. No more?
No more questions?
I wish I was a
Super. Thank you, everybody, guys. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the weekend.
Take his phone. WhatsApp number. His WhatsApp.
Yeah, I
do this.
better.
Hassan, do this right now. Do this, Hassan. Okay, film and.
Hey everyone, I know you're all tired, so I'll keep this short. A quick idea. So, when you were in university or in school, how many of you were desperate for that physical education period to go out and play some sports, you know, and go to stage, do some extracurricular activities? How many of you were of that type?
What?
Most of us would look forward to do something beyond your studies. Anyways, I'll come to the point. So, how many of you are aware by the government games launched by Sheikh Hamdan? Right? So, government games is a very successful event or a series of games, sports, fitness activities for government entities. So, we had this idea called Startup Games, where for a change, for those of us who are bored of looking at our and other people's pitch decks and talking about fundraising and MVP building and so on and so forth, we wanted to create sort of a sports and fitness league for startup founders, where for a change, startup founders can bond over games like football, basketball, indoor games like chess and so on and so forth, and compete with each other. And so, yeah, that's the whole idea, create a league for startup founders to compete with each other via different games, sports and fitness activities, and eventually perhaps build a tech platform where there can be a leaderboard where you can actually see the stats of which startups are doing well in particular games, and eventually these sports-based meetups, competitions can also become an opportunity for startup founders to do some networking over games. That's the whole idea. Anybody want to roast it?
Amazing.
Yes, yeah, when I discussed with some people from 2469, I'm aware, like 2469, there are several other communities that have sub-WhatsApp communities like for basketball, for paddling, for running. So our idea is, number one, is to create a league that runs every year. Like you have the English Premier League in football, or in India you have the Indian Cricket League called IPL, which are billion-dollar businesses. We wanted to create a startup, a sports and fitness league just for startup that happens once a year, a week long of sports and fitness-based competition for startup founders to compete and also use that opportunity to further network with each other. And this is a way to actually activate these communities, like 2469 has the community, and several other networking communities have their own sub-sports groups. It's a opportunity for all these groups to come together and compete. Anybody else? Any questions? Any positive, negative feedback?
What is your name, surname, and your idea name?
My name?
Surname?
Surname?
Name, surname, and your idea name.
My name, surname, okay. Muhammad Mukhtar, okay. Jahangir, that's my surname. And the idea's name is called Startup Sports and Fitness League. That's what it is. Yeah. You had a question?
How much thought and research and everything have you put into this idea?
So I run an events company, right? So I have a lot of experience in running and working in events like GITEX, Expand Hotstar, Dubai World Trade Center, and so on and so forth. And I also have my own startup communities. And based on my experience running events and interacting with startup founders, I felt, and a couple of my friends felt, that we need to create a different theme of an event or a community that takes startup founders away from the regular pitching and MVP discussions and allows them to take a break, relax, compete with each other, have some fun. So that's where we came from. And there is nothing here. Based on our research, there's the government games, and you have smaller companies who organize corporate games for different companies, for company employees to compete with each other. But there is no league as such that gets startups to compete with each other or bond over sports and games and so on. So, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Enjoy the weekend. See you next week.
Thank you.